Hi, we really enjoyed sharing this virtual event series with you. Today's our final episode, and it answers the question, what's next? A virtual event doesn't have to be a moment in time. It can be a pillar and a catalyst of continuing engagement. Angel Miccarelli, Cramer's Senior Vice President of Strategy and Content, is here with perspective and a lot of practical advice on the power of virtual events in content marketing. For a final time, let's dive in. Hi, Angel. How are you?
I'm good, Ashley.
Angel, you told me earlier that virtual events are a really potent tool for long-term audience engagement. How so?
It comes down to really four things. First, it's part of a natural stream of communication because we're going to be engaging audiences before the event, during, and most importantly, after. The second thing is that we have intelligence that we're gathering through analytics, and that's going to help us personalize content, which is hugely important. The third thing is that we're bringing in more voices, because when you think about it, we can have remote speakers who might not have been able to come to a physical event, or you can expand geographically. I know we have some clients who used to do just a North American event, and now they're looking to take it global. And then the fourth thing is that the virtual event is a true content engine, a true digital content engine, because we're creating these video assets with the online experience already in mind. So we can have a seamless continuation of that engagement after the event.
What's an example of how that would play out?
This is really classic content marketing. So all along the communication stream, we're going to be creating and sharing content that has real value. So here's an example. So before the event, we can start previewing sessions, like giving actual bits of information that have value, but actually make the audience want to hear more. We can crowdsource content. We can start networking. That can all happen in those communications before the event. Then during the event, we can capture Q&A and polling and networking topics, which gives us, again, really relevant information that we can share later on. And in that later on, after the event, we not only have a really great on-demand archive, but we've also got that information, that data that tells us what the audience is interested in. So we can hone and pivot the content to be even more relevant.
Any best practices?
There are definitely a lot of best practices, but I'll tell you my favorite ones. One is consistent branding. You want to make sure that your event gets full credit for the content that's out there. So make sure that all those assets are identifiable as being from your event. The second thing is that two-way communication. We want to make sure the audience is engaged because it gets them invested in the content and in the event. A third thing is, in your communication stream, go beyond email. Go to those social channels where your audience lives. It's really important. And actually, we had a whole episode on it with the Cramer On Demand series. So if you didn't get to see it, check it out. But I think the final thing I would say about virtual events is embrace it. You know, we all love in-person events. They're special, but virtual events are great too. And just because you're not together physically doesn't mean you can't connect.
Angel, thank you so much for giving us the down low on how to extend the engagement.
Thank you.
Wow, we really covered a lot of ground in this series, from strategy to technology to production. We touched on the key ingredients to virtual event success. And this might be the last episode of this 6-part series, but we hope the conversation has just begun. You can find all of these episodes on Cramer.com, plus an ebook that digs in even deeper. And feel free to download and share and reach out. Cramer is always here to help. As always, thanks for watching.